Well, when doing my research today, you and Bruce had issues with each other?
I don't know if we had issues. It wasn't new. It was news to me. Not that he ever said anything to me. Whenever I saw Bruce in person, he always showed me love. But I saw on the internet a clip of him at a radio station that I frequently have done, and he was singing a different tune. So news to me.
Okay.
You know, a lot of dudes won't tell you how they feel to your face. They tell you after the fact. You know, they smile with you, dap you up, you know, tell you certain things. But, you know, when it's time to really say how they feel, they don't do it to your face.
The weird thing about being in a specific industry, regardless of whether it's comedy, music, media, or whatever, the people that are in it will have these weird internal beefs that no one outside of that really understands. But sometimes the competition thing, sometimes the jealousy thing, sometimes it's just, I just don't like this motherfucker for whatever reason. But, you know, comedy beef is a real thing. It seems like a lot of the comedians don't really get along with each other.
I don't know that that's true. I think most people do get along. And I wouldn't just relegate that to comedy. I think, you know, you're in an industry where, you know, it is competitive. And you know, if you watch any of the comedy documentaries that have been around about comedy in the early days from the comedy boom of the 80s, you know, comedy, especially, look, when you're all coming up together and you're all broke and you're all trying to make it, it's a fraternity. But then when someone makes it and another person doesn't, or someone's rise is faster than somebody else, all of a sudden now there's a crack in the fraternity. And that's when jealousy sets in. So, you know, as much as I would love to value that, to be honest with you, I think it's all false. You know, it's just all false. You know, this game in terms of fame and money and cutthroatness, it changes you. And people that start out one way, you know, depending on the amount of success one person receives over another, they go different ways. So yeah.